Take five. Take five.
Next topic. We got LaMelo versus Zion, and Jared Dudley ripped them a new one. He's talking about how bad the quality or how terrible the quality of basketball is being played.
And he's right.
He's absolutely
I agree.
right.
The AAU is not ruined basketball, but AAU is ruined. Like, come on, who just smacked their teeth? Who was that?
Me.
It's probably Justin.
Bro.
Me. Okay. Explain.
There's no fundamentals.
No.
Of any.
No.
We have LaMelo Ball, who's supposed to be a point guard, taking half court shots, shooting 50 times a game, shooting like, come on, that's ridiculous. While Lavar goes back and argues or tries to get a ref taken out of the game.
That's
blah, blah, blah.
one team in AAU.
Okay, but still, no, it's every team. Every team plays that way now, outside of certain teams. But like, dude, AAU has definitely ruined the way that basketball, at least, has traditionally been played. The fundamentals wise, it's more of a street ball, organized street ball 5-on-5.
Really? Because before AAU was so popular, what were these kids doing?
Street ball.
Exactly. So
That's
you're
what
going
I'm
to tell me playing street ball with no refs, no coaches, that they're going to be out there playing every day because they usually do play, guys that ball play during the summer at the rec center, that they're going to play fundamentally worse in AAU than they would.
No, I'm not saying they're fundamentally worse, but like they're going to come into college not as ready as your typical player should be, and then
if AAU wasn't there, there would be more.
Okay, no, but my thing is how many people are we seeing coming out of college after 1 year into the NBA just to get sent down to the G League because they're not ready? They don't know how to play defense. They don't know how to read anything. Their adjustment to the game is not what it needs to be. Because when you're playing basketball, yeah, you can be a beast in street ball and know everything, but there is more to it than just being good one-on-one.
But I don't understand what they would do during the summer. They would be playing street ball and it'd be worse.
Look, Justin.
We're saying in the AAU circuits, like look how Big Baller plays.
I understand.
That's how most teams play, regardless. And
but
did you watch
organized.
Did you watch the Zion game?
Yeah, I watched all of it. I mean, yeah, it's not there, especially the big ballers. They're just running gun. I mean, and yeah, a few people got the pretty much LaMelo's got the green light. But I'm saying there's what the alternative is some of these kids frankly they're saving some of these kids from living life, slinging dope because they're playing basketball year round pretty much. Now I know it's harder on their bodies and I don't like that. I wish they would have some sort of structure in that regard, but I think, and I don't like some of the basketball, but the basketball being played in AAU is better than going down to the rec center and just playing pickup. And that's the alternative.
I think it's just organized. That's why you think that.
It's still better, dude. Organized.
It might be better. It's probably better competition, yes.
Yeah.
But I'm saying AAU, like, it's hard to explain. Like, everybody wants to be that shooter and everything nowadays. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You guys can jump in down there.
I kind of have to side with Chris on this thing. And Jared Dudley isn't the first, NBA professional to have this thought process. In fact, he's not even the best. Kevin Garnett and Kobe Bryant have both, in the past 5 years or so, have stated that AAU has killed the league in the way that the fundamentals. Correct. As a direct quote from Kevin Garnett, he says that the perspective that these kids are not being taught anything. They're going into the NBA learning how to play fundamental basketball. That's something that should have been taught at an early age, at the very first stage of them learning how to play the game at a competitive level. Kobe Bryant's point kind of came out for him saying that Europeans play superior form of basketball than we do here in the States.
They do.
Yeah.
And the fact that they know how to teach the game.
Yeah.
That's why they're so coveted in terms of their ability to run offenses and things of that sort. So it's not a first notion. I mean, it's something that has been a concern for a while.
AAU is the team with the better athletes usually wins.
Right.
That's what it is. Let's be honest.
But I don't understand how AAU it does good things. And I just don't understand how that is the way. There's a lot of things. Basketball in general, high school basketball in general, can be.
I feel like AAU validates that style of play. So if you're playing like that in street ball, it's street ball. You expect people to run a gun. You expect showboat when you expect a certain level of play in street ball. If you're playing with refs and with coaches, with the audience, I would expect some plays. I would expect some post ups. I would expect some real basketball, and they're not getting that in AAU. So if I'm a kid and I'm saying, well, this is real basketball, this is AAU, this is organized, this is the way I'm supposed to be playing, this is the way they're teaching, then I'm going to carry that on through college and on through the NBA. So to me, that's the difference, is that it's kind of validating that style of play. Everybody's not Steph Curry. You can't shoot like that, you know what I'm saying, unless you're Steph Curry. So you shouldn't be playing that style of basketball.
I mean, we're in the age of YouTube. We're in the age of mixtapes. So kids out here trying to use AAU as a way to kind of get their styles and their abilities out there so that they can kind of boost their profile. That's where we go to watch some of these big things.
Yeah, but if they keep playing that way, they're not going to make it in the NBA anyways.
I mean, they're going to gather the hype that they need to kind of boost themselves up to that next level.
In the end, players, coaches, GMs, they're going to get players that are going to take them to contend. I just don't know what these kids would do. Like all the summer, you're gonna have some of them literally.
What do they do before AAU?
We're not.
They
saying
play basketball. Basketball
but
is almost
but that's where you're like. We're not saying get rid of AAU. We're saying AAU. Yeah, we're just saying AAU needs to be
refined.
Like the focal point needs to be like it's a baby college almost.
Right. Teach something. Teach how to play basketball.
Like here's the difference. You watch YouTube videos with me like Ball is Life and Baller Visions and stuff. So. Like, if you notice, LeBron's been at his son's one recently, and he's, like, coaching from the sideline, and you can see them legitimately running plays and running a style. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, but when you go and watch the older kids, it's more like the coach is just, like, throwing them out on the court is what it seems like from afar.
It's not all of them, though. I mean, that's just the YouTube.
It's definitely not all of them, yeah. But
for the most part, I think it's still as good for the kids. Because otherwise, I think some of them, kids do what kids are going to do. They would get in trouble. And I think AAU is an outlet, and it makes basketball year-round for them. The only thing I don't like about AAU is it's harder on their bodies. It shortens their career. But, I mean, hey, if it saves some people from doing stupid things during the summer, I'm all for it.
Is Zion going to UNC, Chris?
Look, it's either that or Duke, in my opinion.
He's going to Duke. Coach K was talking to him. I saw at the last game. He was because I could
I'm
tell.
sure he's talking. Roy Williams was talking to him too.
Yeah, what do you?
He didn't have the same look when Roy.
Look, I'll tell you who is going, Matt, and I actually played with this kid, Wendell Moore Jr. He's about to be a junior. Yeah, I played with him at this court down the street from me, and he wasn't trying, but he was still really nice. Like he was better than everybody else on the court.
And that's when he was in 8th grade. So imagine how good he is now.
No, I played with them like a month ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's funny when you see what you think is a marginal player. Like you see him on the college, on Duke or somebody, and you're like, man, that dude's a scrub. You way down the bench, and then you actually see him on the playground. You're like, oh, okay, that's
nice.
Okay, he's a different level.
Speaking of that, shout out to Bryce Alford. Been following him since he was in 8th grade, and Oklahoma City just signed him to a training camp contract. So.
Nice.
Come on.
You scouting kids from 8th grade?
No, he lived in Albuquerque. He actually played in the rec
We should just go be scouts, Justin. Let's just what I'm saying, quit your job. Let's go start a scouting firm. Try to get hired by.
There you go.
Just get hired by everybody. Scout for everybody.
Yeah. We can scout drug dealers for the new Pablo Escobars. We can do it all.
We can do it all. Just whoever bribes us with the most money will get
really, money talks, boy.